Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, wherever you may be. My name's Geoff Cox, and welcome to Geoff Talk. For this season of programmes, I'll be welcoming a cacophony of guests, all genuine VIPs. Important, interesting, hopefully both. I'll be touching on some serious subjects and some not so serious ones too, hopefully getting behind the scenes of the fashion, model and creative industries, and not just what social media will have you believe. She won the Top Model UK Model Search at the age of just 15, and over the following 9 years walked 13 times at London Fashion Week. She has been photographed and published internationally multiple times, including British Vogue. She has now swapped one glamorous career for another, but we'll hear all about that shortly. Please welcome Lizzie Elliott. Hi Lizzie, welcome to Geoff Talk. Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. How are you?
Very well, thank you. Just as part of my introduction there, I mentioned about your new career. Tell us about that.
So I work for a private airline, which is an absolute dream. I'm flying royals, sports teams, government officials, military. It's a great experience. I'm seeing some incredible places that I never thought I would ever go to. I'm loving every minute of the job, and I'm so glad that I made the move.
And how did modelling help you prepare for going into cabin crew?
So to be an efficient cabin crew member, you need to have confidence. As it's just a bog standard thing. You need to be confident. You need to be able to carry yourself well, physically and mentally. Obviously, a lot of things can happen on an aircraft, and you're up in the sky, and you've got to be able to deal with situations the same as you would deal with maybe personal situations or things happening, at shoots or runway shows. There's always a bit of drama. It's the wonderful world of fashion. But it gave me confidence. It gave me just the ability to know that I can do it. I can do it.
Well, myself and all the team at Top Model, I'm sure everybody watching will wish you the best of luck in your new career. I want to go back to where it all began and winning Top Model UK Editorial. Talk us through that life-changing experience at such a young age.
So I was 15. My mum entered me into Top Model. She didn't tell me a thing until I was accepted and invited to an interview. I remember looking around and seeing the other girls that were going for it and thinking, I shouldn't be here. This is just pointless. And then a few weeks after, my mum passed me the phone, and it was actually yourself on the other end. And you told me the good news that I'd got through to the finals. And I remember the phone went up to the ceiling. I was jumping around. I screamed. I leapt on my mum. I was so excited. There was lots of training days, fittings, rehearsals. It was mental, but it was, so much fun. The whole process building up to the finals was awesome. It was a great experience. Then the finals came. Oh, well, I have no words. The finals, it's just such a fabulous experience. You meet so many friends. You have such a good time. You are nervous, but once you've been on the runway once, you immediately want to go straight back on. You buzz. It's just such a great experience.
And the first thing, of course, that happened to you after you won was they dragged you to the Soho salon, which is now the London salons in Soho, and completely changed your look and your hair colour. This picture here just shows it. Who's that handsome chap you're with?
Oh, does he have hair?
Yeah, he had hair then, that's right.
They took me off to a salon, and I went from being a blonde, had quite long blonde hair, to quite short and a very dark chocolate brown. So it was quite the transformation. I was a little bit, not hesitant, but a bit scared at first. And afterwards, I remember looking in the mirror and I didn't even believe it was me. I just looked so different. It completely changed my look. But I think I looked a lot more professional, a lot more grown up.
But it wasn't all fun, was it? I know you had a few agency rejections before you finally found an agency. It was very, very competitive as well. I remember it very clearly. And before Top Model, I know that you had suffered bullying at school and you struggled with your weight as well.
Yeah, at school it was difficult. I did suffer with eating disorders, and I was severely underweight. My body wasn't working how it should, and it started to get picked up by a few teachers. My parents, I think, had some sort of knowledge that there was something going on, but it eventually came out, and I had to get myself better. I wasn't doing myself any good. It was extremely unhealthy, and it's a difficult thing to cope with, because you don't, when you suffer with something like that, you don't feel like there's anybody else in the world who has that problem, but obviously there is. It's just building up the strength in your mind to overcome it, to realize things, because it's an illness, it's a mental illness.
And credit to your parents, I remember they were extremely supportive while also being very aware of the issues you were going through and supportive of that at the same time.
Yeah, I mean, my parents are great. I couldn't thank them enough for everything they've done for me. And when it came to this, this illness, they were there 100%. And they did ask constantly, what I'd eaten, and I can understand they monitored it very well. I mean, I'm almost 26 years old now, and sometimes even now, living away from home, they'll ring me up and say, "Oh, what have you had to eat today?" And they don't even realise they're doing it, but I notice.
Thank you for being so frank and honest. I'm sure there's people watching this who may be going through similar struggles, or nobody who is, and will find heart from your journey and the fact that you've been able to come get something so positive from it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's just a case of realising and understanding that there is help, and the only way you're going to progress and get yourself better is to take the leap. Tell people, speak about it. As hard as it is, it's the best way to overcome the situation. It's the best way to better yourself. Get yourself healthy, get that help from professionals, from family, from friends, pets, whatever helps. Just get it out.
Whatever gets you through. Whatever gets you through. Moving on to happier times. Not long after Top Model, you made your London Fashion Week debut. Here's a photograph of you backstage. I'm not sure whether you're looking very confident or very scared. Maybe a mixture of the both. Tell us about that London Fashion Week debut.
So my London Fashion Week debut was a huge, overwhelming experience. The designer that I walked for, he's now extremely well known. He does a fabulous job. He's great. Opening the show was a big thing. My first ever London Fashion Week show, and I opened the show, which is huge. And then I also closed the show, which was even bigger. To open and close, it was, I was the bookend of the show. So it was fabulous. And like I said, when you get on a runway, as nervous as you are before, all you want to do is go straight back on. When you come off, you're in such a good way in your head. You want to go straight back on. It was a great experience.
And then that was followed by international travel and photo shoots as well. This picture is from a rather bizarre looking photo shoot that you did in Malta involving a male model and a drum kit. Tell us a little bit just about that.
Yeah, so the shoot itself took place in a really lovely hotel in Malta. It was actually the first time I'd ever worked with a male model, which again, big step. It's quite hard when you've got someone else to work around. But the table, it was a table in this suite, and it had the drum set built into it, and the photographer was saying to me, like, I need more, because I was laughing. I couldn't get into it. So he said, right, what I need you to do is scream and literally pull him off the drum set, like pull him away, which is what I did, which is how we got the pictures. And it was so much fun. I didn't know that I had that in me to do that. I thought I might be a bit embarrassed, but once I'd done it and I saw the final photos, I thought, wow, like, it looks so good.
And you had so many changes of look, didn't you, over that time? Here's another fabulous picture. Oh, there's that handsome chap again. This is your short red hair phase, which I absolutely adored, and I know you liked it too. Tell us about that.
It was, again, another massive step. Throughout my whole modelling career, my hair changed countless times. I was brown, ginger, red, I've been blonde, short, long, everything you could imagine, pink.
I remember them all.
The short hair, to be honest, it was great for, waking up, getting ready, and then, just drying it super quick. You could have the rough look. I have to be honest, I do prefer my longer hair. Now it's come back. Now it's growing back.
You missed it, did
But
you?
I'm so
You missed
glad.
it.
I did miss it, but I'm glad that I went through that and I had the shorter hair, because I know that I can get away with that look, and I've done it.
Yeah,
I have the pictures to prove it.
You've lived the dream, and now you're living your second one by the sound of it with your new career. So, okay, you're going to be the first to play our brand new quickfire quiz game. I can't believe I said that. 40 seconds to answer as many of these multiple choice questions as you can. Is that okay?
Let's go.
So let's see how you get on. Whatever happens, you'll be the first on our leaderboard, and you'll be setting the standard. So
Wonderful.
here we go. Cake or dessert?
Cake.
Chinese or Indian?
Indian.
Scone or scone?
Gone.
Horror or sci-fi?
Horror.
Lipstick or mascara?
Lipstick.
Showers or baths?
Baths.
One thing from your bucket list?
A bungee jump.
Favourite summer activity?
Sunbathing.
One thing that annoys you the most?
Loud eaters.
3 items in your handbag?
Lipstick, hand sanitizer, hairbrush.
Okay, I'll let you have that one. Well done. That was 10. So that's a really good score. Well done. That's 10. So you go top of the leaderboard with 10. Very impressive. Very impressive. It's been amazing chatting to you and having a chance to catch up. Finally, though, what advice would you give to your 10-year-old self, knowing what you know now? And also, what would you say to any girl of any age going into the model or fashion industry?
So I would tell my 10-year-old self to do your thing. You are good enough. You are individual. Know your worth. It's something that I think girls struggle with. You need to understand that you are worth everything and more. Don't let people bash you down. Just do what you want to do. Believe in yourself. Understand that you've got your family, your friends. You have the support. Just trust that you are going to do the right thing. Obviously, life is wild. It can be crazy, and you do have to take risks, but risks often pay off. So do your thing. Trust and believe in what you feel and what you think. Just be yourself. Don't try and don't pretend. Don't try and impress other people. Just do you.
Well, as long as you keep on being yourself and being the Lizzie that we all know and love, I'm sure you'll have an amazing career, and I'm sure you'll continue to inspire lots of other girls and maybe boys that want to go and do the steps, that you've done. Thank you, Lizzie, for joining us.
Thank you so much. It was nice speaking to you.
Lovely to see you.
Bye.
What a fabulous interview. I'm Geoff Cox. Join me next time for Geoff Talk.